Hi guys, welcome back to the third lesson of this playlist, Piano Chords for Beginners. In this lesson I wanted to go over 7th chords, major 7, minor 7 and dominant 7 chords. So what is a 7th chord? Well, from the previous lessons you should know that a triad is a chord made up of 3 notes. Well, a 7th chord is simply a chord made up of 4 notes. So to turn our triads into 7th chords, we just need to add an extra note to each chord. And the reason it's called a 7th chord is because the extra note that we add is actually the 7th note from the scale. So here is our C major triad, and here is our C major scale. So let's figure out what the 7th note from the scale is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the 7th note. And if we play a C major triad and put this note on the top, we get a C major 7 chord. Another easy way to remember this chord is, if you've watched the previous video, you'll know that we can call a C major triad a 3-2 chord. And that's because it has a gap of 3, and then a gap of 2. So an easy way to remember a major 7 chord is to think of it as a 3-2-3 chord. There's a gap of 3, and then a gap of 2, and then a gap of 3. So let's construct a G major 7 chord using this simple method. We play the note G, we skip 3, we skip 2, and then we skip 3. And that gives us a G major 7 chord. So now let's look at minor 7 chords. This follows exactly the same process as before, except that we add the flattened 7 instead of the major 7. So we play a minor triad, and instead of playing this major 7, we flatten it by a half step and add this note. And this gives us a C minor 7. And using the same method as we did earlier, we could call this a 2-3-2 chord. So let's construct an F minor 7. We play the note F, we skip 2, skip 3, and skip 2. And that gives us an F minor 7. So lastly, there is one more very important 7th chord you need to learn, and it's called a dominant 7. This is used in loads of music such as blues, jazz and even classical. To construct a dominant 7 chord, we play a major triad and add the flattened 7th. So it's kind of a combination of the major 7 and minor 7. So we play a major triad, and instead of adding this major 7, which would make it a major 7 chord, we flatten it by a half step like we did before. And this gives us a dominant 7 chord. You can hear it has much more of a bluesy sound. Another easy way to remember this is to think of it as a 3-2-2 chord. So let's try that out by constructing a D dominant 7 chord. We play the note D, skip 3, skip 2, skip 2. And there we have a D dominant 7 chord. So back in the key of C, we have a C major 7, a C dominant 7, and a C minor 7. Now, you might notice that they only differ by one note each, and this is a great way to practice them. You start off by playing the major 7, then flatten the 7th, and this gives you a dominant 7. And then from here, flatten the 3rd, and this gives you a minor 7. Let's try this again in the key of G. We play our G major 7 chord, flatten the 7th to give us a G dominant 7 chord, and then flatten the 3rd to give us a G minor 7 chord. So there you have it, guys, an overview on major, minor and dominant 7 chords, along with a quick and easy method to construct them in all 12 keys. If you found this lesson useful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and hit that little red bell so you don't miss any new content. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.